Yeah, the only reason I'm on my phone right now on the job site is because I know 100% that there's people outside of us, Caltrans, police officers, Air Force, all that is involved. Um, besides myself. So don't think that I'm joking around and playing around while I'm doing my job. I'm on my phone because I want to clear my mind out and um, like like I'm not gonna say I know what I'm doing, but like we're all learning, and I'm trying to learn as much as possible. So I know 100%. I know. So that's what my mind is telling me to say. So that's what I'm saying, without holding back or any of that stuff. So like I know I could be replaced right now from this job site. I could be someone could take my spot right now, and I could go home and fucking sleep if I wanted to. But that's only if it came down to that. And I'm fine, perfect. I'm perfectly fine. I'm fully aware, and I don't want to go home. I love this job, and I think this is where God wants me at the moment. So yeah, I'm just trying to think if, like, because I put my phone down and I'm like thinking, and then I come up with another idea and another idea. It's like my mind is just racing. Like, if I wish I could just have this, like, a live footage of myself at all times, 24/7, being fully aware of it, so I could just talk out loud without having to use my fucking phone. But I don't really know if that's the case. But I do hear voices. Like, I hear it by the passenger side of the vehicle. Um, and everywhere I go, I hear voices. I hear like whispers and people arguing, and people are confused. Um, I sense that there's people dying, literally dying. So this is not a joke, people. The military is listening, and doing their best to take care of everyone and to keep everyone safe. Um, and I'm just another person. I'm nobody special. I'm just another person. I'm just like everyone else. Um, so I like I could die right now and the world would just continue. So you know, but God has a purpose and a plan for everyone, and everyone is important in this world. And if you have any thoughts that are positive or not, it doesn't matter. Record them. Blog it. Talk about it. If you're frustrated about something, it's probably because you're not expressing your feelings. And the best place to do that is with your device, your cellular phone, because there's a lot of people out there that do give a fuck and that do care and that do want to listen to your problems and your trials and what you're going through. Um, so if you have anything that needs that you need help with and or assistance in, just document it, and I believe that God will send help your way, especially if that's what um, if it's something that it's high priority, then it will get taken care of. So don't be like, I mean, we there's a lot of examples I can use, um, that frustrate people. Like, for example, my friend Jeff. um, when Ken was living in Riverside, California, before he moved out here to Redding, California. My friend Jeff, he told me a story about him and his wife, and he said that, or maybe it wasn't him and his, like in the story, it wasn't him and his wife. He didn't tell me anything about his wife, like besides them getting divorced, and I never asked why, But I remember he told me a story, and basically he was like, we as people, we could hoard our feelings inside, and it builds up, and eventually, people blow up, and not literally, but or people do blow up literally sometimes, but I'm talking about like, like they get angry, and we all know that there's people out there with like people call it anger management or anger issues. Anger issues, but it's anger management, because some people express their feelings without holding back or without thinking. So anyway, so like, and then they think about the consequences later on, and the classes are designed to make people think before they act and stuff like that. But anyway, so he was telling me, like, sometimes, it's not good to hold your feelings and stuff like that. Like, we were designed to talk about them, and one little problem, if it's bothering you, communicate that before, if it starts fucking with you, before it starts festering in your heart, and you just act and get angry at someone. It's all about communicating effectively and professionally and understandably. I can't even pronounce that word, but yeah. Anyway, that word, where whoever you're trying to talk to can understand what you're trying to say, and so they could be on, maybe not on your page, but at least they can understand. Then you could take the next step, like, maybe the person will still disagree with you or not, but everyone has a right to their own opinions, and that's okay. You have a right. It's like me asking you what was your favorite football team, and you say, "Oh, I like this other team," and I'm like, joking around, I'm like, "Well, fuck that team. I like my team," and there's like no mutual agreement whatsoever, regardless of what the fuck I say, besides the sport itself. So that's how relationships are built, and that's how we are as people. And whether we like it or not, people are going to have their own opinions and their own way of thinking, which is not wrong, but it might be wrong to us personally because we don't think that way, or we don't want to think that way. That's why it's good to be open-minded. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to end this video.